You know, it's a terrible thing when comedians steal jokes. So, to make my own blatant theft a little bit less abrasive, I'm going to tell you which of these jokes are mine and which ones I've ripped off, alright? So the ones, obviously the ones that are actually funny are going to be mine, all mine. For example, I'm a very creative writer. The other day I actually came up with a brand new word. Plagiarism. Ironically, I stole that joke. Speaking of theft, someone stole my mood ring the other day and I don't know how I feel about it. The same person, now get this, the same person also stole my Microsoft Office. And they will pay for that. You have my word. They don't seem to excel as a thief, do they? So bad, so bad. Now, let's see else what we have in the audience. We've got you in the front row here. Hello, you're looking rather relaxed this evening. Leaning back, feet up. I guess we're all very glad we could be in your house tonight. So what's your name? Listener. That's a new one. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. So, listener, I've got a big question for you. Are you one of the comedians tonight? No? Then get your feet off my stage. What are you doing? I actually heard that joke a few years ago now, quite a few years ago now, at this club. I'd love to credit the comedian, but it was a skinny white Glaswegian, so it could have been anybody, right? Just believe it or not, listener, my big selling point as a comedian is my charm. And they say a comedian can laugh you into bed, right? You might have heard that before. The unfortunate problem for me is at that point the laughter intensifies. So in preparation for this gig last night, me and my partner were watching a bunch of comedy DVDs back to back, you know, for the theft, right? The lucky thing for me was I was the one facing the TV. It would have been hard to remember the right delivery otherwise. You know, that reminds me of the last time I was on this stage and people were yelling at me, "Get off, get off." And I had to remind them it's not that kind of show. On a related subject, they say you can't spell happiness without A-P. Yeah, you can see that one coming. Wait, no. The ladies always get a kick out of that one. Very dirty-minded, I swear. The last time I told this full joke in person, actually, the person who booked me got really, really angry with me. You know, screaming that it's inappropriate and I hate, you know, it was terrible. It was a very traumatic experience for me. I haven't even been back to kids' birthday parties since. Just... But yeah, anyway, that's the kind of joke you see on kind of Facebook posts from people you'd rather not be friends with, you know, oh, you can't spell happiness without happy. Oh, Karen, you're so wild. And my first reaction, to be honest with you, to that joke was, maybe that's why lesbians are so angry. But seriously, I hate stereotypes like that. As much as you may have met someone who fits the stereotype, it's obviously not always going to be true, right? Nah, stereotypes are lazy and ignorant. Like Americans. Of course, in reality, I have no problem with lesbians. In fact, I'm a very big fan of their amateur film scene. Yeah. No, I've got no problem with any of it. I mean, sexuality, who cares, right? It's 2023. And for example, my gay friend the other day told me he was having trouble keeping it up, you know? And I really wanted to help him, but it was hard for me. It's actually quite... Sadly, that same friend died recently, so the joke's kind of hard to tell. As he was dying, he gave me this. He really, really wanted me to have it. I think it's called an EpiPen. I'm gonna miss him. But anyways, I don't like stereotypes. You know what else I don't like? I hate those quote-unquote pranks people do. At one time, a guy pulled out a plastic gun on me and yelled, "Gnab!" I told him that's bang out of order. The same guy stole my vacuum cleaner. And I told him that's not on. Yeah, well, this is my last joke of the evening, folks, and I wanted to make sure you're all keen to come back and spend time with me again, so I thought I'd leave you with a good one. And you know what they say about cliffhangers? I've been SBF. You've been a wonderful imaginary audience. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah, Damien, can I get a beer, please?
Hello. Yes, you did just see me on stage right there. I'm the common comedy man. The common comedy man. I don't know why I'm named like a lame superhero, but there we are. That's apparently the hand I've dealt myself. SPF, nice to meet you. Ah, cool name. Interesting. No, really, I'm not. I've just done all the joking I feel like doing tonight up on stage. Well, that's not quite true. I will almost certainly take the piss out of Damien. But, yeah. I will let someone else tell the jokes for a little while. Do you know any good ones? It might be one of the weirdest things about being a comedian, when it's like, oh, do you know any... Tell me a joke. Everyone who meets you, tell me a joke, once they realize you're a comedian. And my reaction is kind of like, well, you know, do you meet a footballer and go, score a goal, you know, do the thing you do for money? It's not really a doctor, save this person's life, they're not dying, get a knife out, now they are. It's not really something that's normal, right? So it's a strange thing, but I mean, I guess people are just like, oh, you know, comedy, it's such a universal language in terms of, you know, people from all backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. You know, everyone wants to laugh. And, you know, I'm sitting here thinking, even in my head now, just because I'm in joke writing or joke telling mode still. But you're always thinking of like, can I make a punchline out of this? Everyone wants to laugh, apart from, you know, a group of people who can't laugh or whatever. But even if I did look up the name for people who cannot laugh, I don't know how many people know the reference, because I don't, and that's a bad start for a joke. As much as I tell jokes that have unknown references. I'm just nattering about me, I'm sorry. Have you enjoyed it? Did you like my set? Was my set your favourite? Was it because I'm handsome? Or was it just that you like me as a person? I didn't give you a chance to answer if it was your favourite. I know the way you're smiling at me, you're so receptive to me, your body language, you know, the fact I'm handsome, it all plays into the very obvious answer, you know? Am I actually this full of myself? I suppose it could be hard to tell if you don't know me. I guess the only way to find out would be to get to know me better, wouldn't it? Smooth, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a strange thing. I don't, and this might be hard to believe at the moment, I don't usually flirt with people 5 minutes after I've finished a gig. I don't really know why you're bringing this out of me. Well, it has to be you. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I don't usually do this, so why am I doing it now? And the answer is, it's because I'm talking to you. So,
Tag, you're it. Apparently, I want to flirt with you. Take that as you will. Well, I think it's a good thing, but if you don't, then I suppose I should be moving along. However, that is not, to be honest, the impression you're giving me at the moment. And I don't really think you want me to sod off right about now. Hey, I could be wrong. The only thing I do know for sure is that Damien is taking forever to get me a pint. Presumably, because he's an ass. What was that? I said I had a wife? In a joke. I mean, how do you even know I swing that way, you know? Plus, I don't think you'd see a ring on this finger. Although I don't know why people say that. It's not like you couldn't take it off, you know? Like, I don't believe the wedding ceremony part of it is that they weld it to your finger. You know, smash it with a big hammer. Alright, you can't take this off. Aha. Feel the love and also feel the metal biting into your flesh. I'm fairly confident I haven't heard that at wedding ceremony yet, although it does give me... Well, I guess if you had two masochists marrying each other, it would be an interesting idea. But yeah, no, I'm not married. I am in fact achingly single. Which I think you'll find is a rather large slice of good fortune for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Again, do you know what's funny? In this job, you get better at reading people, better at understanding when people are going to respond in a positive way to things. So, I think it's fair to say I accidentally got better at flirting just by, I wouldn't say flirting with the audience, but, you know, trying to charm the audience in some ways. And I guess it does sort of translate because, well, not to put too fine a point on it, but I'm already charming the pants off of you. And you can try to deny that if you like. But we both know, don't we? No, I do not do this everywhere I go. I'm actually rather disappointingly a bleeding heart romantic, which is a shame because if I wasn't, my god, I would be drowning in it. What? I would be. I would. I make people laugh. I meet them at a bar afterwards. I can buy them a drink and, you know, if I was so inclined, I'm fairly confident that I could, you know, talk my way into places. Let's put it that way. So, and again, I have grown to understood when people are interested in me and pretending that you aren't is kind of pointless considering we both know. We both also know at this point, or at least you really should have gathered by this point, that I'm interested back. And really, what's the point in all this dancing about and pretending otherwise? I mean, the modern dating scene is so full of pretense, is it not? When you prefer to just be honest within 5 minutes of meeting someone, go, yeah, I like you. Do you want to go on a date sometime? You know, instead of all the dating apps and the other nonsense. Yeah, well, as I say, I told you, secretly a bleeding heart romantic underneath all of it, so I think, given that, well, things are wrapping up here, I mean, if you would like to go to another bar, I would be happy to come with you, but we could also go on a more full date if you like another time. All I know for sure is I need to go backstage right now. And if you're not here by the time I come back out, I'll know that, hey, you know, they don't want anything to do with me. They were maybe just enjoying talking to me or whatever, but they don't actually want anything to happen romantically, and that's fine. If you are here, I'll think, okay, they want to go on a date, and it's nothing more than that. And it can either be, you know, as soon as I come out, the date starts, or it can be arranged another time. But for now, I gotta quickly go backstage, so I hope see you very soon.